Zhao Lusi had everything: fame, beauty, and a future that was so bright it was dazzling. Though laughter and cameras covered the story, there was another that no one dared to tell. A tale of dark shadows moving quietly in the light. She was the industry's darling. Her name was on every screen and her face was adored by millions. Second was whispers of uncertainty, chilling silence, shiver spine. What went wrong? What had become of the girl who had it all? Fame is a hard place to be. You flitter off into the unknown, quickly become famous, and fall. Zhao Lusi's fall was heartbreaking. Was it fate, or was it something far more sinister at work? This is not easy to hear. Once you know, you won't forget. Bright, but shadows as haunting, behind the glorious light. China's most beloved actress of all time, Zhao Lusi, possessed talent, beauty, and a career that appeared to be only rising higher as the years passed. By December 2024, however, the unthinkable occurred. The public never saw her again, and left a trail of unanswered questions. We, fans, were left confused, worried, and desperate to get the real truth. However, when the truth finally emerged, it was even worse than anyone ever expected it would be. Zhao Lusi had a very successful career competing in the world's entertainment industry. She had charmed millions with her charm and versatility, from untouchable lovers to hidden love. Until then, though, nothing had changed. During Almost Lover filming, she suddenly stopped all activity, citing health concerns. But first, the situation was manageable, and fans were alarmed. To be fair, celebrities have breaks all the time. That's when the wheelchair photos surfaced. Images of the frail, pale Lucy being confined to a wheelchair became widely spread on Chinese social media on December 27th. It wasn't simply a minor health issue anymore. It was very wrong indeed. But her agency did not speak. Evidence of suspicion and speculation grew. What had Zhao Lusi been doing? A chilling timeline started to come to light as fans dug deeper. Filming appeared to be a struggle for Lucy, who seemed unwell while filming. It emerged on December 14th. By the afternoon, she couldn't walk anymore. She was rushed to the hospital and placed into a wheelchair and oxygen tube. Instead of resting, she was sent back to the set. According to reports, her agency forced her to return, not in order to act, but to discuss a rewritten script. After hours of waiting, weak and exhausted, she was sent home. Resisting the immense pressure for days, she pushed on and kept working, until she collapsed. On December 18th, Zhao Lusi was rushed to the hospital again. This time, the situation was dire. She could no longer speak or walk. Reports suggested she was suffering from extreme overwork, depression, and possibly aphasia, a condition that affects a person's ability to communicate. Her team confirmed that she was receiving medical care and would pause all activities. But despite this, her agency continued selling tickets for a fan event scheduled for January 5th. Even as she lay in a hospital bed, they were profiting off her name. Then came the most disturbing revelation. At least according to reports, she allegedly sent a desperate message to a friend on December 22nd. A simple but heartbreaking plea. "Save me." There were no updates on her condition in days past. Her agency wasn't forced to respond to the incident at all until December 27th, when the other wheelchair photos went viral. Their statement was vague, however, carefully worded not to disclose how much truly had happened. They left out key details. They had neglected to mention that before she suspended work, she had been ill for weeks. More disturbing details about her condition began spreading the truth. Song Nancy, a close friend, came forward with a bombshell revelation of an incident that happened in 2019. Lusi stayed at Nancy's home in Beijing while auditioning for roles during a break in her schedule, Nancy says. Nancy had to return home only one night and found her curled up in the dark, visibly shaken. When asked what was wrong, Lusi hesitated, but then told the horrifying truth. According to one of her managers, she had allegedly been dragged into a bathroom and beaten for 2 hours. She was called no good, insulted for her weight, and insulted for never getting a starring role. And then it got worse. The manager reportedly chased after her when she tried to leave, and then grabbed her and slapped her. When no one did anything to stop it, there were 5 other people there. Lusi thought about going to court, but her fears stopped her. Not only did she have no evidence, but she also knew the consequences of speaking out could be devastating for her career and her family. The agency called her mother the next day, but not to apologize. They suggested instead that her daughter was being disobedient. She carried this weight in silence, internalizing every wound and masking every breakdown. Even Nancy had no idea how bad it was until the hospitalization. Then, on January 1st, Zhao Lusi herself broke her silence. In a deeply emotional social media post, she revealed that she had been battling depression since 2019. But every time she sought help, she was dismissed. People told her she was overreacting, being too dramatic, too sensitive. So she learned to suppress it, believing she was the problem. But the mind can only take so much before the body begins to collapse. By 2021, her condition had worsened. She began experiencing eerie sensations, like insects crawling on her skin, needles pricking her flesh. Allergies flared up. Medication didn't work. Desperate, she finally sought help from a psychologist. Nevertheless, her 2023 was her worst yet. Her body decayed fast. Her life was taken over by pneumonia, unexplained skin rashes and night sweats, and sudden deafness due to neurological issues. She also had personal tragedies happen. She lost people that she loved. She got news of people in her family that are seriously ill. That brought 2024, and things got darker. Her allergies just became unbearable. She was plagued with dizziness and joint pain every day, yet none made a stop. Forcing her through the pain, she continued to work. She had been hiding it until finally the world did. But the greatest gut punch came when she spoke of her childhood. She grew up listening to the worst, being called useless, suffering in school, and thinking she deserved it. She used to blame herself for it as a child, and she brought it with her into adulthood. She did, and does, exactly what she's always done, blaming herself, including when she was physically attacked after a failed audition in 2019. She even was considered to be so good that they didn't let her out of the company that mistreated her once she was enough recognized. However, they wanted a huge termination fee. Her boss flipped when she pushed back, then resorted to emotional manipulation, crying, threatening self-harm, and spreading false rumors about her. She was accused of everything, and every phone call requesting an explanation, every whispered betrayal on her back, every lie about her character, only increased her scars. But still, she did not speak up because she did not want people to call her a publicity stunt. In a follow-up, Lusi was heartbroken to reveal that her struggles weren't just mental. Her physical health was raged by them too. She had been diagnosed with dissociative disorder and anxiety, greatly malnourished. At a horrible 36.7 kilograms, she was as low as you can get. She fought back, gaining enough strength to reach 41 kilograms, but her parents supported her. She's learning to eat, to walk, to live again, slowly, but the battle isn't over. Her former boss quickly denied all accusations, claiming that they always had a good relationship. She also said the manager who is alleged to have assaulted her in 2019 denied the claims. Meanwhile, fans were demanding answers about where she was working. They believed that had the leaked hospital photo not come to light, they would have kept covering up her condition. Even after all that, someone cares for Zhao Lusi. Love and encouragement from fellow actors, industry insiders, and countless fans have come her way. One thing is certain, Zhao Lusi's story has become something else's now. It's for every person who has ever been dismissed, silenced, told to shut up, told their pain wasn't real, that they weren't real. It is something the world cannot ignore any longer.